Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Astinaguy's run through the Bay of Plenty Fusion Cup. And wait a minute, I just realized that's not even my intro. This is my intro. Interesting video for us today, guys. So instead of the usual me stuff, it's going to be a good friend of mine, Jamie, has got ventured over to the Bay of Plenty Fusion Cup, and he's grabbed me the footage, obviously, and sent it to me, and he thought that I could sort of shoutcast it. I must preface this video with a few things. One, I apologize if you hear any chair squeaking, cicadas screeching, or lawn mowing. I've moved rooms from the last video, and we've also, if I didn't say it in the last one, me and my partner have moved house. So yeah, I'm testing out the new room, testing out the new setup. Let me know how it goes. Another friend of mine wanted to see this insane birthday present in the background of the video as well. So Jared, that one's for you, man. I seriously don't know whether I want to take it out of the box or not. I do want to. And now that all the admin's out of the way, let's get into the footage of what Jamie sent me from when he went over to the Bay of Plenty Fusion Cup. So Jamie's team is as follows: Whiscash, Poliwrath, Altaria, Alolan Ninetales, Probopass, and Alolan Sandslash. And I'm already really interested to see how all this goes. I've said previously that this has been my weakest cup of probably Season 2. And man, it's going to be really interesting to be able to see and learn and get ideas from everyone in this cup. So battle well, and we'll see you at the end. Here we go. Luam Jono is the first opponent, and he will be packing Wigglytuff, Charizard, Noctowl, Shiftry, Whiscash, and Frostlass. So this is going to be an interesting one to have a look at. I genuinely haven't seen much of this footage at all. So Jamie has led his Alolan Ninetales into a Whiscash, who's just going to be the absolute spam boy that he is, and just pound off the mud bombs. So no shields will come up, I doubt, from... Jamie's not muted his notifications, which is hilarious. I know that feels... The Psyshock draws a shield. Very nice. Very interesting. The Mud Bomb is going to come through again, I guess. And one more of those, and Ninetales is absolutely goners. So will Jamie put up a shield here? I suspect not. Yeah, I was going to say, I suspect not. And I see a Probopass in the back as well. That's pretty beastly. I guess that's the... I'm going to be honest, guys. This has been pretty much my weakest cup. So I have had a lot of work on in the past, few weeks leading up to it and everything. I'm pretty much coming up with strategies watching everyone else's videos, including this one. So it's why it's interesting to sort of have a react to it. Poliwrath gonna smash off an Ice Punch and draw a shield, and then yeah, in comes the big, bulky anti-flyer. Oh, big beastly Probopass mustache boy. And he's going to land an unshielded Rock Slide, which, yeah, nothing Noctowl throws is really going to trouble Probopass too much. So he's going to just eat another eat another Sky Attack here. And if he had the opportunity, I guess he would have gone for the Rock Slide. But in comes the Shiftry. That's interesting. I know that Shiftry is paper thin. Ow! Yes, as demonstrated by that neutral Rock Slide dealing about half HP. Shield the Leaf Blade. Gonna go for the Ice Punch on the Poliwrath. Wow, Shiftry is fast. Oh, Snarl generates a lot of energy. Sorry, I'm sort of, again, reacting to this stuff. It's very interesting. So, yeah, the Ice Punch, unshielded, will knock out the Shiftry. We saw how much neutral... Oh! And knocks out the Noctowl. He's probably going to knock out the Noctowl. Yes, with an Ice Punch, with... Literally, I couldn't see how much HP he had left. So going into game 2, he just goes with the same lead. That's as you would. This matchup is interesting. The Noctowl versus Alolan Ninetales. I haven't seen much of this either. Again, I haven't seen much of anything. So the Sky attack is blocked. Along the Ninetales, not the tankiest of lads, I don't think. Will this KO? No. Survives. So gets the Psyshock off. Not going to do very much because... Oh, well, blocked anyway. But I was going to say, would Noctowl survive that? It would be interesting to see if he would. I'd look that up afterwards. The unshielded Ice Punch, we now get to see that it does about as much as a Rock Slide, which is neutral. So, yeah, shielded this time around. And Jamie's going to protect his Poliwrath. Ha! Who's that guy that just spammed the Jamie's video? That's right. It was your boy, Expert Lynx. Sorry, an unshielded Leaf Blade is going to absolutely wreck that Poliwrath, but in comes the Alolan Ninetales to try and KO. It does, with a couple of charms. Well played, well counted, well timed. And can't quite get to the Psyshock, but that's fine, because in comes Beastly Probopass, who's just going to eat every single thing Noctowl has to throw. So, not very effective. Oh dear. And he's brought in Wigglytuff this time, which I know Probopass is pretty much a counter to, because it just eats those charms like it's nothing. Oh, look at that. He's just going ham. That's crazy. Awesome. Okay, so he knocks out the... Well, not awesome, obviously. So Jamie takes out both the opposing Pokemon with that Probopass. Well done. That was wicked to see. Now, in round 2, match 1, Jamie goes up against a familiar name here, if you've been around the channel long enough. And if not, I highly urge you to go and check out the video that he was in. He beat our ass at the end of a tournament. Damn. Foodmaster64. And he's packing a Charizard, Probopass, Venusaur, Whiscash, Alolan Sandslash, and a Quagsire. So this is going to be an interesting one to try and get through again. I've just done a couple of takes, and I got lost both times. So let me give this another shot. Alolan Ninetales, because why wouldn't you keep the lead going that's been working so far, into the Quagsire. Now, Quagsire is just another spammy boy, just like the Whiscash. So at this point, I was thinking, okay, so Jamie's going to have to get through this, and what could potentially be in the bag. I know what it is now, so I won't spoil it, but my goodness, what a team comp. I was very surprised. And anyway, the Psyshock gets blocked, the Stone Edge does not, and the Alolan Ninetales goes down here, and Jamie's like, gonna have to bring in the Poliwrath to try and finish off this Quagsire quick as quick, which he does. He gets off the Ice Punch, and the Quagsire goes down. The problem, in comes a Whiscash. So Jamie's going for the Dynamic Punch here. The Poliwrath is going to have to get off at least 2 of those, because one is shielded, and the other barely half healths him. So these Mud Bombs are going to start stacking up fairly quickly, like very quickly. In comes the Dynamic Punch, which, as we see, is going to do a lot, but not a lot. So now these Mud Bombs are going to start ticking over here. Very, very bad news for Poliwrath. And it's a race to the Ice Punch, and he doesn't quite get there. I'm pretty sure Jamie and I have the exact same PvP IV Poliwrath, so yeah, I know exactly how it would have performed in that scenario. It's kind of fascinating to see. So now the problem is an unshielded Altaria, lone Altaria, is up against a Probopass, which is just the absolute wall. And now he's sort of tasting a bit of what happened to against his opponent in the first round, which I thought was quite interesting. There's a lot of Probopass going around. It's got my mind ticking as to what to do to counter him, but Jamie goes down in the first round, in the first match, sorry. Match 2, here we go. The same exact lead, Alolan Ninetales into the, what's his name again? Quagsire. Swagsire. So this time, a Stone Edge is going to be blocked. The first Stone Edge is going to be blocked. Then Quagsire, is before fainting, is going to get off another one, which I was very surprised to see, but unsurprisingly as well in my mind, because I know I battle with Jamie quite a lot. He shields the second one as well and just charms all the way down. Now comes the anti-charmer, which he brings in Poliwrath for, but then he gets switched out on into the Whiscash. So we see this matchup again, and Jamie interestingly goes for the Ice Punch bait, which it's an interesting amount of damage. Maybe it almost would be worth having a look, which I will, to see if it's just better to go straight sort of Ice Punch in that scenario as well. Maybe. It probably isn't. I'm just an idiot. But, I can dream. Anyway, Poliwrath is just going to get absolutely smashed with these mud bombs just over and over and over again. We get to see now how much the unshielded, I think, Dynamic Punch does. Nope, shielded. So now we're in a pretty awkward scenario, I think, but Jamie switches on out there. Eats the incoming Blizzard with his Whiscash, and ouch, my boy. That just half healthed them straight away. It just put them straight on an even playing field. But the Mud Bomb comes through. Jamie has the energy advantage to get 2 Mud Bombs off straight away. May have potentially been a CMP tie. We never know. But in comes the Probo Pass again. And I'm pretty sure this Whiscash survives the Rock Slide. Yes. And throws a Mud Bomb. Super effective Mud Bomb. And the first time around, I completely forgot. But here we go. The Whiscash goes down to a Rock Slide. Okay, so, sorry. I'm trying to get my thoughts straight. Whiscash goes down to a Rock Slide. Poliwrath goes down. And then a Psyshock comes through, which I forgot the Alolan Ninetales had banked. He had totally gapped it earlier on. And well played in match 2. Now, match 3. I actually haven't got this far. So let's see how it goes. Match 3. He leads Poliwrath into the Whiscash. Now, we've seen this matchup enough to know how it goes. He's just going to go, by the looks of things, just straight Dynamic Punch, which I, at this point, believe to be the right move until I do more research on it and find that it might not be. But maybe Whiscash was going to go back-to-back here, because that was quite a long time. He's probably got another one ready. He almost did. There you go. A Mud Bomb is coming through now. And, ooh, he's only, again, Poliwrath is like bulky-ish, but not like bulky kind of thing. I'm not too sure if that was a flubbed switch, or it potentially was because Jamie's shielding now, just to go and get the Ice Punch off. And the Whiscash eats that. Oh man, that was so close. One shielded pop, and the Whiscash is going to land this Mud Bomb. Shielded, not land this. In comes the anti-Charmer, and Jamie doing some counting there. Very well counted. Very well counted. The Rock Slide is going to hit the Whiscash for not much damage. I do wonder, though, if the opponent actually held off a little bit thinking, oh, do I need to switch? It almost seemed that way. Unless this is his last Pokemon and I'm just being silly. No. Yeah, it almost seemed that he sort of wanted to hold off on switching. But we'll have a look and see how it goes. In comes Quagsire, the Muddy Spam Mud Boy against the Muddy Spam Mud Boy. And we're getting a ton of that weak connection stuff. Hopefully that's going to be fixed, very soon. Because it doesn't seem to be affecting gameplay in any way. It just says you've got a weak connection. The Mud Bomb spam is real from the Whiscash. My lord. An unshielded Earthquake really hurts. So in comes the charming Alolan Ninetales to get Stone Edged. Oh, almost a one hit. That is huge, and he gets the Psyshock off, and that is also huge, but blocked. And oh man, you absolutely cannot get closer than that. Well played, both participants. Holy! Guess who's back? Back again. Jay is back. Tell some men and women, of course, and the men and women that I'm telling are you guys. So Jay is packing Charizard, Probopass, Bronzong, Whiscash, Victory Bell, and Noctowl. And I, for one, really hope to see Noctowl used a tiny bit more than against a Probopass, like we saw, I think it was, back in round 1. So, round 3, match 1, Jay versus Jamie. Here we go. The leads are Poliwrath into a Charizard. Perfect lead. I'm actually genuinely, obviously that's me just reacting to it, I'm genuinely not too sure how well Poliwrath eats Blast Burns though. And Charizard's not going to appreciate those Ice Punches. Oh, and Jay, that is, I'm not going to lie, that is just absolutely Jay bringing a Victory Bell. Ouch. Just out of nowhere. I hate that thing. But Probopass is eating it all right. He eats it okay. He won't need to shield until probably this one. Obviously, neither will Jay if he wants to preserve his Victory Bell. Which he does. Jay shields. Jay sacrifices the shield. Jamie goes down. Altaria comes out. And potentially isn't going to have to shield anything here. If Jay's quick, I think he's probably going to try and switch out. No, he gets farmed down. Sorry, he gets farmed down. So out comes Charizard, and this is probably going to be a Dragon Claw. He had so much energy ready there for a Dragon Claw. Out comes the switch to a Probopass, and ooh, in comes Big Boy Poliwrath with some energy there, and not much HP thanks to those damn Razor Leaves. Ouch, look at that. Anyway, the Dynamic Punch gets shielded. The Rock Slide gets shielded. And here we go. Race to the charge move. Dynamic Punch. Double super effective. Gonna KO it? Easily. Wow. Very nice. And then an Ice Punch is going to put this Charizard very, very low. So Altaria is going to not have too much work to do unless it goes down to the... Nope. Altaria not going to have too much work to do. I think it's going to be able to survive this, yeah, easily. And then the Sky Attack goes through. Wow. That was awesome. Well played, both of you. That was really, really wicked. Going into match number 2, we're leading an Altaria into a Whiscash. So Altaria really needs to be wary of Blizzards here. And I think all Whiscash needs to do is go straight Blizzards. I think that's about the depth of all my knowledge. Not sure if Whiscash needs to shield at all. He probably does. That looked like it hurt a lot. In comes the first Blizzard. And a second Sky Attack is going to come off here by Jamie. So he's going to potentially just take out the Whiscash. Now a shield comes up. And almost gets the switch out to potentially either Poliwrath or, Probopass would have been a great pick for Blizzard. In comes the Probopass, the absolute block machine that is Probopass. And, oh god, buckle your seatbelts. We've got a long one here. It's a Probopass mirror match. No muy efectivo. And in comes the Victory Bell, sorry. The swap out has occurred. And a Rock Slide is just going to come pelting through anyway. Over half health the Victory Bell. Straight away. No Protect Shields. We're going to be able to see if Probopass can survive this. Oh, barely. Oh, gets to the Rock Slide. Jay still has a shield up his arsenal, which he does choose to use. And in comes the Altaria with a lot of loaded energy now. It just farmed down that Victory Bell. But Probopass going to be able to take it out with all of that energy remaining. Yet a fresh Poliwrath comes in this time, unaffected by Victory Bell's Razor Leaves. Very, very well rebalanced there, Jamie. Very, very well played. Finals time. It's finals time. And the final opponent is going to be Newbie. And why do I feel like that name is slightly misleading? Going to be slightly misleading in this battle. But Newbie is running a Shiftry, Beedrill, Blaziken, which I thought was a really interesting pick. Wigglytuff, Crawdaunt, because I assume for Snarl, and Magnezone, which is also a very interesting pick. So let's see how these ones go. It's very fast paced in this one. Ninetales gets led, Alolan Ninetales gets led into Blaziken, and those charms are going to eat it. But what would also very much hurt is the fact that these Blaze Kicks are Fire, and Ninetales is Icy. So the charms do a little bit. I noticed the charms do a little bit to that. I almost called him Electivire, Magnezone. But Jamie brings in the Whiscash, rightfully so, and it's just going to be able to eat whatever this Magnezone throws. I can't remember if Magnezone actually has Wild Charge or not. But Jamie now, after so much farming, is going to just try and put the pressure on a little bit by hitting a Mud Bomb, which he could potentially spam probably 2 or 3 of at this point. But no, the Mud Bomb goes through, and in comes a Shiftry. Now he's going to blast this energy away on the Shiftry. Just absolutely, if you don't shield this, it's game over, pal. Well played. So shield comes up. The Alolan Ninetales gets switched back in for the Leaf Blade. It's going to survive. Oh, barely survived. Got, I think, a charm off on the Blaziken. I think the Shiftry was preserved. Good swapping. That's incredibly well swapped. Yeah, it got preserved. Very, very nice. So now Blizzard's coming through again. I believe a shield is still in play. Oh my lord, this is going to be very close. So the shield is foregone. and in comes the Poliwrath against the Shift Tree, because I believe that Jamie believes, with a shield, he'll be able to get to the Dynamic Punch, which, as we've seen previously, Shift Tree is not super tanky. So this super effective, I think, or neutral at least, super effective Dynamic Punch just one hits Shift Tree. So going into match two of the final, Whiscash gets led into Magnezone. Oh, nice read as well. Magnezone gets pulled out straight away. Shift Tree gets brought in, and Jamie will respond by bringing in Altaria. And again with the weak connection, yay! Foul Play does a fair bit of damage to Altaria, and I'm assuming here comes another one. So Jamie's going to put up the shield there and smash off a Sky Attack against the Shift Tree, which would absolutely destroy it at this point. Shift Tree puts up a shield, rightly so. Jamie believes that his Altaria is either going to go down or take another Foul Play, which it does take another Foul Play, and gets off a Sky Attack. Well done. The Shift Tree blocks it, so 2 shields used on the Shift Tree, and now it's just immediately charmed down with potentially a ton of energy as well, which is really, really gutting. Having a good long think about that one, and brings in the charm. It's a Charm Off, and then he swaps in a Magnezone. Ooh, gets locked into the Magnezone though. Oh, I really want to see more of the Wigglytuff and the Ninetales going at each other. Down. Okay. So now the charms are getting, Magnezone could not handle the Whiscash then when it was locked in. That was bad news, Bears. And Wigglytuff not doing a bad job on the Whiscash, but it's eventually going to succumb. It's not as big as its sort of character portrays. So there you have it. Jamie, Astinaguy, takes out the Bay of Plenty Fusion Cup, and very, very well played. Now, I just want to also provide a little bit of information that he, with this win, for a very short period, became the #1 player in New Zealand. So, huge congratulations. I mean, it didn't last for long, but he's battling super hard. He's up there quite frequently. So, well played, Jamie. Well played, everyone in the tournament and in the video. To everyone else, hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz, and get out there and get your grind on. I'll see you in the next one.